Okay, so this was definitely the best episode of Invincible I have seen this year. I mean, in regards to last week's episode where we learn about the death of Kate, we learned that Invincible has to break up with Amber. This one was different. This one was filled to the brim with action. Let's talk about it. I am Ifeanyi. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Okay, so we start off this episode with a big and great nod to the comics. The original artist that drew Invincible, I think he drew a panel for this episode, this panel to be exact. It was a good nostalgic moment when they talk about how animation takes time, so we shouldn't rush them when they're making greatness. And this episode was greatness. We see Rex trying to get the hang of his new hand, and really he was getting his ass whooped by this monstrosity. He was trying his best, but at the end of the day, they were literally just like pellets knocking against the rock. When he got humbled, Invincible had to come and save his ass again. But this time, we see the full capacity of his robotic hand, and that shit went crazy. He actually is a lethal weapon, roasting this monstrosity and turning him into grilled octopus. Get it? Because he's an octopus and he was burnt. It was a great moment. We also see how the Guardians of the Globe are reacting to their losses because they had gone through a lot of losses. And nobody has gone through the most losses like freaking Immortal. I mean, he lost one girl that could be many girls. I mean, do you know what that means to a man? So yeah, he had to retire. But not just him, Donald wanted to retire. But this is when we discover that Donald had died multiple times. And because of that, he had to get his memory wiped. And this same thing that happened to Donald was about to happen to another person, Rick. But thankfully, they were able to save his life because Donald is a cyborg, he's a cyborg, they bonded, okay? But now let's talk about the most interesting part of this episode. Invincible and Amber were having a perfect date when she came. Anissa. Oh my God, her presence alone was threatening. She didn't hesitate to grab Amber's neck, threatening Invincible, telling him to come, let's talk, or she was going to kill her. I mean, I've read the comics and even I was scared. It was actually scary, bro. The look on Invincible's face could tell everyone what was going on. When he finally went to meet her in the sky, they had a conversation. She actually made it clear that she wasn't here to hurt nobody. She just wanted to talk to Invincible and convince him that the Viltrumites were here to do good. He even tried to go and save some people, and she followed, only to watch as Invincible failed in saving the people who came to save. So she had to step in. In an instant, she flew right into the monster's brain with such speed that when she exited, the blood that was on her body turned to dust. When she was done, she asked Invincible, will you join us? He said no, and she beat his ass. I mean, she beat his ass, bro. I love the fact that cartoons are starting to use impact frames because there was a lot of impact happening in this episode, and I loved every second of it. Anissa is a titan. Invincible threw some punches, don't get me wrong, but he got work done. Boom. She was giving him blows after blows and she was about to kill him, but she let him go because at the end of the day, they need him. For those who have read the comics, you know why they need him. If you want to know, ask me in the DMs or ask me in the comments. After this, Invincible realized that he has to keep working out. And because of that, yeah, that whole situation caused him and Amber to break up. Thank God. But his day wasn't over because Armstrong Levy had his family. Yeah, life sucks. And there was a little bonus scene when Alan fights Anissa. This is how we see that Alan is actually stronger now because one punch drew blood. He had to fake his own knockout because she was too weak so he could get to Noland. Bruh, this episode was fantastic. More of this. I'm so sorry I doubted Invincible before. This is the best superhero story ever written, and I will stand on, die on that hill. Jesus Christ. Please like and subscribe. God bless you. Bye.